What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Unknown. I'm Dustin,
I'm Luke.
and it has been a while since we've done this. This is probably the longest that we've gone without posting something or making something.
Yeah,
But Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Hopefully we can get back on track with things and start bringing you guys some more content if we even have anybody listening at this point. Everybody's like, yeah, they fell off. We'll move on, go watch Monsters Among Us, I guess. But do you have a good New Year's, bud?
I do. Didn't do much because Chelsea got surgery and we just hung out and
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did too. Watch the ball drop and all that. But
I feel like it wasn't exciting this year for some reason. I don't know.
Dude, I hate to say it, but I think as we get older, that's just how it is. It's just how
Yeah,
it
the
is.
kids will enjoy it.
Yeah, I think about like what it's gonna be like whenever they're grown up and moved out.
It's like
Yeah.
grumpy old man.
Well, I don't know. Like I already struggle now with just existing. So existing without distractions is, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, you had something weird happen with the binky. So retell that story so that everybody knows.
So today, my daughter lost her binky. I cannot find it anywhere. I was getting to the point where I was like, screw it. I'm done looking for it. So Chelsea was like, the dollar store sells them. I was like, okay. Oh, I had to run to a Dax to get some sauce to make meatballs tomorrow. So I was like, all right, well, I'll stop and get a binky on the way home. So while I'm going out to the store, Athena is at home, and she's like, I want a rag binky or something. Rag binky, rag binky. She kept saying rag binky. And I'm at the store, and I'm picking the binkies. There's two of them. There's a blue and a red one. And I was like, I picked up the blue one at first, and I was like, no. Then I saw the red one. I was like, oh, let's get this one. So I picked up the red binky, and I got home, and I pulled out the binky, and Chelsea and the bed's like, what kind of binky did you get? And I showed them, and there's a red binky, and they're like, the whole time you were gone, Athena was like, rag binky, rag binky, rag binky.
That's crazy. It makes you wonder, like, maybe she was tapping into something. Maybe she knew. Or maybe she was trying to tell you, hey, not the blue one, the red one. Well, we had something weird happen today, too. So we were cleaning the room, right? So the whole room got rearranged and we got rid of some things and whatnot. We're like just sitting here hanging out, and all of a sudden we had music playing, and all of a sudden over top of the music I heard a music box. And there's only a couple of things in the room that would make music. It's like one of those wind up things. One of them's down here, which was put away for, a majority of this time already. So it hasn't been touched for a good probably hour or two, maybe. And the other one is over on the other side of the room, and it's broken. I don't remember what the notes were, but I know it was a music box. And while we were sitting here listening to music and just kind of chilling for a minute, I heard that play. So we heard some like random music box music today while we were cleaning up. And what's weird is, like, earlier as we were getting rid of stuff, I thought we're stirring something up. We're gonna experience something weird, and we did.
That's crazy.
I don't know what it is or if it's anything, but yeah. But I just looked and I seen that the recording time was 4:44, which that's my number, so that was kind of interesting.
Let's hop into this then.
I am. So I'm ready to talk about this. We haven't talked
Hmm.
about this yet on the podcast, or if we haven't talked much about this. But this
Yeah.
is Hellhounds versus Dogman, or Dogman versus Hellhounds.
Daddy,
Hmm.
carry her. Can't be hurt.
What's the difference? Because I, from what I was reading, the Hellhounds is more of like, what do they call those? A harbinger of death or
Harbinger
whatever.
of death. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the Grim Reaper.
Hmm. The hellhounds are more of like a spiritual animal, too.
Hmm. Spiritual how?
Like they believe it's a spirit, or like a demonic entity.
Who are they?
It's just like beliefs, I should say.
Uh, okay, so probably more of just like modern beliefs or something like that. Because I seen
Hmm.
that the Greek in Greek mythology, Cerberus was considered to be a
Yes.
hellhound.
Yeah, but Cerberus had like five heads.
He had three, but that's besides
Okay.
the point.
Yeah, it had
But
more than one.
isn't but it was described very much like the hellhound.
Hmm.
See, I I don't know how I feel about it. I think that we've taken things like that and made them uh something that they're not, just because, how things have changed, like with religion and stuff like that as time goes on.
I can see that.
Hey, Dad.
But with hellhounds kind of being in this myth, kind of category as far as like um Greek mythology and stuff like that. Have you ever heard of but I think I'm probably going to pronounce this incorrectly. Bungay black dog, or the Blithberg black dog legend?
I have not.
So, let me see. Let me pull this up. Da, 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 da. So, it dates back to August 4th, 1577. It's one of the most cited black. The name of the dog is Black Shuck. It's one of the most cited Black Shuck incidents in East Anglia folklore. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but um, I pulled up this article on the suffolkcoast.co.uk site, and it kind of describes what this was, or what had happened. Um, so the Suffolk coast is known to be steeped in ancient legends and myths, not least the chilling tale of a ghostly dog by the name of Black Shuck. The beast is said to roam the coastline and countryside of East Anglia. Its name possibly derived from the Old English word suka, meaning devil. For centuries, inhabitants of the Suffolk coast have told tales of a large black dog with malevolent flaming eyes the size of saucers. According to reports, the beast varies in size and stature, from that of simply a large dog to being the size of a calf or even a horse. Sometimes Black Shuck is recorded as having appeared headless, and at other times as floating on a carpet of mist. According to folklore, the specter haunts the landscapes of East Anglia, primarily coastline, graveyards, side roads, crossroads, bodies of water, and dark forests. Its alleged appearance in 1577 at Bungay in Blithberg is a particularly famous account of the beast, and images of black sinister dogs have become part of the iconography of the area and have appeared in popular culture. So the legend has it that on the 4th of August, 1577, a large black dog burst through the doors of St. Mary's Church in Bungay to a clap of thunder. It ran up to the nave, past a large congregation, killing a man and a boy and causing the church steeple to collapse through the roof before moving on to Blithburg Church, where it mauled and killed more people. Local accounts attribute to the event or contribute the event to the devil. The scorch marks on the door of Blithburg Church are referred to by the locals as the devil's fingerprints, which can be seen at the church to this day. The spine chilling event is remembered in this verse. All down the church in midst of fire, the hellish monster flew, and passing onward to the choir, he many people slew.
That's crazy. I was looking while you were reading through that. I was looking at the descriptions of the Hell Hound, and it all adds up. I mean, large black dog, sometimes horse size, glowing eyes, smoke, ash, and sometimes flames around the body, a sulfur smell, and chains.
That's wild. So I found an encounter.
Can you pause it for 1 second?
Yeah. Okay, well, we're back.
We are back. Sorry, guys. I started to make tea and boiling water on the stove, and I forgot to shut the burner off, and it evaporated all the water, and it smelled like something was burning.
Luke was gonna have a hellhound.
Good topic. Right.
Jeez, oh is. So what I was saying, it's weird that there's this shape changing aspect to the story or to the myth or whatever. And I found this Reddit post that I find kind of interesting because it kind of aligns with that. So a poster on Reddit in Metro Detroit describes seeing a extremely large, fast, pitch black animal cross the street around midnight. They were estimating it to be moving about 40 to 50 miles per hour, and it was a lion-sized body shaped like a dog. About a week later, in their garage, they get an intense feeling of being watched. A parked vehicle shakes, and they hear an intense, layered sound described as a deep growl mixed with high screeching. And then that's whenever they ran inside. The next morning, they open the side garage door, and a black creature sprints out, smaller than the first sighting, and they estimated it to be about 75 pounds. But it was moving extremely fast again, and it disappeared into the woods.
Could you imagine seeing a horse-sized dog?
No. I like big dogs, I do, but I feel like a horse-sized dog would be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, that is
have you
too big for me.
Have you ever been around a Great Dane?
Yes, the massive.
Could you imagine a Great Dane that just walks around on its hind legs?
No, that's
No.
insane.
No. That's kind of see, we always think of like Dogman as being this muscular kind of creature, but what if it's not? What if it is kind of lanky and like a coyote's thin?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just a little Reddit post that I found that I thought was kind of interesting and aligned with the shape shifting or shape changing, size changing aspect of things. But
yeah, a lot of people think the Hellhounds are more paranormal than anything.
Yeah,
which I mean would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. I've never seen a hellhound. I mean, I've never seen a dogman either. I'm not saying that it's not out there, but
I was watching These Woods Are Haunted, and there was a lady on there that seen one in her backyard.
A hellhound or a dogman?
A hellhound.
Really? What makes it a hellhound though, and not just a big dog?
I think it has to do with like the features of it. Like she said, the eyes were glowing, and it kind of looked smoky.
Okay. Okay,
So
I can get on board with
think it's
maybe
a deep.
having some sort of like spiritual encounter like you would with a ghost.
And she said it smelled like sulfur too, which is a description of it.
Yeah. So then what's a dog man?
A dog man is a 6 to 9 foot tall, muscular, broad shoulders, and dark fur, like black, brown, or gray. Wolf or canine head with glowing eyes, usually red, amber, or yellow. Which was weird because, like, I'm sitting here thinking now, like, what we saw in the woods, the eyes were amber, and there's
Yeah.
dog man names around here. It walks on 2 legs and has sharp claws and a long snout. So it's like a dog, but like standing up,
You
like a
know,
werewolf.
right. You know what's crazy? Like the more that I thought about our experience that we had out in the woods that night, the more that I do kind of lean toward like dog man than it would be Bigfoot.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
That's interesting. But Dogman's not known for knocking. We had a knock that night.
Maybe they're in cahoots. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but there was a dog man. There was a dog man sighting that was out here, right? It wasn't Bigfoot. It was a dog man sighting.
Well, there has been Bigfoot sightings out here too, but beyond the point.
Yeah.
Besides the whole Bigfoot thing. Dogmen are famous sightings in Michigan, Wisconsin, which is the Beast Debris Road,
The beast.
Ohio,
Yep.
Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Texas, and southern U.S., and
Yep.
Canada and Ontario, Canada.
Here's a little pop quiz. And those that are listening, you can put down in the comments too. What year was the first alleged encounter of the Michigan Dogman? Do you know?
That's a good question. I have no idea, but I'm going to take a shot and say 1986.
No, not 1986. It was in 1887 in Wexford County when two lumberjacks saw a creature which they described as having no. This is in Michigan. But these two lumberjacks, they saw a creature which they described as having a man's body and a dog's head. But then again, in 1937 in Paris, Michigan, Robert Fortney was attacked by 5 wild dogs and said that one of the 5 walked on 2 legs. So that's something that I thought was interesting as I was kind of looking more into this. There's a lot of dogman sightings in Michigan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think Michigan's known for like the dog names. Like
yeah. Well, here's something. Well, that in Wisconsin, but here's something else though. It says that the first one in Michigan was the 2 lumberjacks, right? And we know that the lumberjack was it the lumberjack? Maybe it might not have been the lumberjackers. They would be like, "Oh yeah, don't go, don't go to the mountains because the what was the? Oh my gosh, I can't remember our state's cryptid.
The squonk.
The squonk, yeah. But it was like a deterrent, right? So what if this wasn't one of those kinds of stories?
That could be very possibly be the case. I can believe that. But we talked to Scott, who's seen a dog man.
Scott,
the first episode. The wolf-like creature.
Oh yeah, wolf-like creature. That's right.
You said you seen one cross the road.
That's right. He's in the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there are wolves out there walking on two legs. I've seen goats walk on two legs. That's terrifying. Have you ever seen that?
No, I can't imagine a get walking on.
Golly, dude. Yeah, that's terrifying. Terrifying. I do have another Reddit encounter with a hellhound if you'd like to hear it.
Um, Before we get back to the Hellhounds, there's some theories about the Dogman. It's an undiscovered species, which possibly, but it's that one's a little bit harder to believe in my eyes.
I think a lot of it's hard for me to believe unless I've had an encounter with it.
Now, this one is an interdimensional or paranormal entity. Um, Native Americans shapeshifter. They believe it was a shapeshifter.
Like a
Um,
skinwalker?
It doesn't really say. It just says Native American shapeshifter.
Okay.
A government experiment, and an ancient predator surviving in remote areas. Which, if it was a government experiment that gone wrong, and they just let it loose, why would they do something like that? But it's a government, so there's that too.
I want to believe that this stuff is out there, but at the same time, it's so hard to say that, you know what I mean, in the same breath because it's so far fetched. I've never seen one, and it does seem kind of far fetched based off the things that I know and the things that I was taught that, you know, that are and aren't real. I don't know. And that's why I enjoy doing this, because then I get to hear other people's perspectives, other people's encounters and experiences, but at the same time, are they telling the truth?
Yeah. I believe most of the people are. I believe there are some people that's not telling the truth, and they really do see something.
Yeah.
And there's some people that are just kind of just going with the flow, like things.
Right. I mean, we've had a lot of people on the podcast in the last 2 years, and I definitely feel like the majority of them was very honest.
Mm-hmm.
Some, I think some, I don't think some of our
There's a few
episodes
of them.
aired because of how far-fetched they seemed. Not to laugh at anybody or anything like that, because everybody's experience is different. You know, perception is unique to everybody. But I've not seen any of these things.
Now, it's interesting too because these two creatures have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
They both have glowing eyes. They are
Uh-huh.
both often seen at night.
Yep.
They both appear in forest or remote areas, and some believe Dogman could be a physical manifestation, while a hellhound's a spiritual or demonic creature.
Yeah. I just had a thought. I don't know if we are able to do it because I don't know that you're legally allowed to camp out on game lands.
Uh-huh.
But would you go back out there and camp out there where we had that experience?
Mm. Um, I think it depends on the restrictions. Like, if I'm going camping, I'm okay with going camping. Um, if I'm out in the woods, in the middle of the woods, I like to have a fire around us so like we can have some sort of like natural light source. that if our flashlights die or anything like that, we have a, what's it called? We have a fire. And I think having a fire would be more like, I feel like it's more settling having a
Yeah.
fire than being out in the pitch black. So maybe if we could have a fire, I don't think with our fires on a game there, so that probably wouldn't be the case. But if it was somewhere where like we could have a fire, I think I'd be okay with doing it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's hard
looking
to
it up
say
now. It doesn't look like
because we're gonna be out.
that. It's not legal. Yeah. Because that is Gamelands where we were, right?
Not sure. I'm not sure.
Or was it like, because it's not like State Park or anything like that.
I'm not sure. I have to look it up.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
Fine.
But if it is, and if we can, then maybe
I
we should.
consider it.
I don't know. I you know what? If we are able to, I need at least 50 likes on this video. I'm shooting low because I want it to be, a realistic goal, but
50 likes about it if we're allowed.
if we're allowed. And for 100 likes, Luke will go into that abandoned asylum in West Virginia by himself for 100 likes.
Now, what do you think? What type of creature, if there was a possibility for these creatures to have a battle, who do you think would win?
I don't know. That's funny you asked that because is this. I don't know if it was a YouTube channel or if it was a TV show. They would like set up. They would use computer generated program things or something to like determine who would win in a battle, like a ninja or a Roman soldier or whatever the case was. I can't remember the name of the show though, but it was pretty good. If I had to choose, I would probably say Dogman. Dogman for sure.
Here, I looked it up.
You looked what up?
Or ChatGPT got.
You chat GPT'd what?
Right there. Who would win in a battle? Dogman or Hell Hound?
What does chat GPT think?
There's a couple of scenarios. Scenario 1, if they're both flesh and blood creatures, Dogman would win. Why? Dogman is described as a solid, muscular, and physical. Uses hands, claws, and intelligence and strategy. They would ambush, stalk, and adapt. Hell Hounds in folklore rarely appear physical, and it would just be like an attack like a dog.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. Now, scenario 2, paranormal rules apply. Hell Hounds would win. Hell Hounds are supernatural or demonic, often inhumane. That doesn't make sense. Immune to physical weapons. Associates with fire, death, and spiritual realms. Dogman has no confirmed protection against spiritual entities. So the Hellhound will win. Scenario 3, territory what matters, where it would win. Forest and wilderness, Dogman has advantages. Cemeteries, crossroads, portals, and abandoned places, Hellhounds have advantage. At night, heightened paranormal activity, Hellhounds gains power. Um, so it's saying if it was a
Depends.
physical world, if it's a physical world, Dogman wins. If it's a spiritual world, obviously Hellhounds are win.
Yeah.
Which I mean is a cool that little segment. Who would win? Maybe we should start doing that. Who would win?
Who would win in a fight?
Dog. Yeah.
We would have to come to some conclusions and agreements on things, and then input that information specifically for ChatGPT, so that using what we've determined to be correct based off of what we believe.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
That would be cool.
So, I don't have a would you rather. Do you? I'm always asking you the would you rather's. Never you me.
I can come up with something off the top of my head. I don't have anything prepared, but I can come up. We'll just do a simple one.
Okay.
Would you ever come in contact with a Dogman or a Hellhound?
I have to say Dogman, because if Hellhounds are harbingers, whatever that word is, of death, then I don't want to come in contact with it.
Okay, but say your scenario, like you got to pick which one. If it's a Hellhound, it's not going to be the harbinger of death. It's just going to be a Hellhound.
Okay. Then I would probably still say Dogman, which I think may have already been the case at some point.
See, I think seeing a Hellhound might be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing either one would be crazy on itself, but like the Dogman and the Hellhound.
Here, I got one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather fight 3 kangaroo-sized dogmen or 2 Bigfoot-sized hellhounds?
I'm going with the kangaroo side Dogman. I could not imagine seeing a Bigfoot-sized hellhound. That would be fucking terrifying. Think about just seeing a horse-sized hellhound would be scary. Now, could you imagine a Bigfoot-sized hellhound? Hell no.
What about a horse-sized dogman? 1 horse-sized dogman or 1 Bigfoot-sized hellhound?
Either way, they're both big as shit.
Oh man. Well, if you have had an encounter and would like to come on our show, I forgot what to say. You could reach out to us at Exploring the Unknown Pod at Exploring the Unknown Pod at Exploring the Unknown Pod, Exploring the Unknown Pod at Outlook.com, or you could call our hotline, which I don't remember, but guess what? It's on the screen. That way you can go ahead and give out a call. Make sure that you're in a quiet place. That way we can hear every little detail of your spooky story.
And people for who's listening on Spotify, the number is 412-533-3483. Since you guys can't see it on the screen, there you go.
Well, you know what? Maybe if you're watching Spotify or listening to Spotify, maybe you ought to come over to YouTube. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel. Because Luke and I do put out other videos aside from this podcast, which hopefully this year we can do a lot more of. There's some locations that Luke and I are wanting to go and check out, and we can maybe film the process, and who knows, maybe get into some other stuff, maybe take another trip up to Gettysburg or something. But If you guys are looking for some spooky merch, you can find some at exploringtheunknownpod.com. If you sign up right now, you can save 10% on all Exploring the Unknown merch. And we need to update our store, actually. We have some other designs that we just haven't put up there yet. So keep an eye out for that, as we are going to put that up there very soon.
Yes.
And Luke and I press our own shirts. So this is all in-house. We don't third party anything. We do everything ourselves.
Yes.
So if you guys go ahead.
I'd like to get back to doing this. We fell off the last month, and we need to get back to getting out more. This time of year sucks here in PA because it's cool as shit. And we really don't get to go out too often and do investigations because it's so cold. So I'm gonna start going more my OCS out the more doing investigations. That's what sucks about that. They tore down the house on the what's it called?
On the fairgrounds.
The fairgrounds. We could have went there a couple of times a month, and it was inside. It wasn't too cold. It was reasonable price.
Yeah.
But they tore it down, so now we have nowhere to go inside in the winter.
Yeah. If you guys want to see Luke and I at some of these locations, which there's a few around, there's the Greene County Historical Museum, there's the Ross House in Bel Air, Ohio, there's the Bel Air House, which I don't know if Luke would ever go back to, but there's that opportunity that, you guys could help us get there if you buy some merch or if you donate to the podcast. All that is going to help us do these other things and go make this other content for you guys to enjoy.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And we appreciate you guys listening and keeping up with us and letting us keep going with us.
Yep. And I think that's it, man. I don't have anything else.
Neither do I.
Thank you guys for listening. Until next time,
Keep exploring
the unknown.